What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. I'm here to tell you today that Team Rocket, aka Destined Rivals, is going to go down as the best set of Scarlet and Violet era. Hands down, it's not even close in my opinion. I had so much fun. We opened a bunch of it on Thursday night. It was my biggest live stream ever, my longest live stream ever. I was at work on Thursday at 8 o'clock, got home at 3:30, got prepared, logged into my live stream at 4 o'clock, and didn't log off until 11:30. So, wow. It was amazing. Amazing. Thank you all so much for the support. And if you haven't been to a live stream on the Poke Office, make sure to check it out. They're Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We have a lot of fun. Anyways, first box we open, and I'm like really excited. And I recognize, you might be thinking, Colin, I've watched you before. You like everything you touch. It's probably not that good of a set. But seriously, take me at my word just this once, right? Like, yes, I like everything Pokemon related. I even liked Shrouded Fable, for goodness sakes. But there's something extremely special about Destined Rivals. First box we opened on Thursday night, we pull the Rockets Moltres. And that is a dang good looking card. Seriously, it's a really good looking card. Then next box we pull the Misty Staryu, which is actually such an incredible artwork. For sure, one of my favorite ones. And some of these cards are already coming down in price, as we all knew that they would over the opening day weekend. Like, the prices were so heavily inflated with the pre-release pricing. Now that it's been out in the wild and people have been opening up this stuff, pull rates seem quite favorable. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the prices are coming down, which is a good thing because, well, it just is, right? Like, we shouldn't be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for illustration rares. And there should be, like, I'm expecting Team Rocket's Mewtwo, the top chase card of the set, to be a couple $100 or multiple hundreds of dollars. But other than that, like Cynthia's Garchomp, Ethan's Ho-Oh, Team Rocket's Moltres, and I think that's like the middle tier of special illustration rares personally in the set. And then we have some of the lower tier ones: Nidoking, Crobat, Ethan's Adventure, Ariana, and I think I'm missing one. But anyways, I kind of separate them into three tiers of special illustration rares in Destined Rivals. Anyways, throughout the night, I opened over 1,000 packs. I actually counted. I kept all the code cards from Thursday night and counted, and it was over 1,000. Crazy. But we opened Rocket's Moltres early. Then we ended up getting 2 Arven's Mabostiff. That's the one I was missing. My back is stiff. Arven's my back is stiff. And then I just keep laughing at that joke even though it's not funny at all. And then we pulled 3 Ethan's Ho-Oh. That's my biggest chase card of the entire Scarlet and Violet era. There's, like, hands down, it's the best artwork. Fight me if you want to. Tell me down in the comments below. But seriously, this is hands down the best artwork that Pokemon has printed in Scarlet and Violet era. I love the cards so much, and we pulled 3 of them. It was spectacular. We pulled a Cynthia's Garchomp, which is another absolutely breathtaking card. And then the fateful night. It had been a very long time since I hadn't pulled the top chase card of a set on opening night live stream. And Keith, the legendary Keith, bought another booster box. It was around 10:30 Pacific time, and that Team Rocket's Mewtwo came out, and oh my goodness, was it good. Like, I was fighting hard to bring up the energy because I was absolutely gassed from being live so long. But man, I don't even like the card that much, and maybe that's a spicy take. It's not my favorite card in the set at all, but to pull the top chase card again was something really special. So thank you again for all your support, everyone who supports the channel. But this set is something special. Someone early on mentioned that a set is really good when some of the commons and uncommons have artwork that make you kind of gawk at it. And that's true. There's some really clean artworks in this set. I'm thinking about, like, the Cyndaquil line. I really like that. What else is there? There's a Zapdos like a rare card, the holo. That's really, really cool. The Articuno is really, really cool. There's some other ones. The Typhlosion is really, really cool. There's lots more too, and it's just really, really a fun set to open. And that's just the commons, and those get bored pretty quick because I opened 1,000 packs. But then some of the illustration rares are really, really good as well. Now, speaking about pull rates, I didn't actually go through all the data because that's just too much work, and I didn't have time this weekend to do it. Maybe I'll go rewatch and count some things later, or maybe I won't. I'm not sure yet. But based on what I saw off of TCG Player, special illustration rares are kind of like that 1 in 97, I think it was, or 1 in 100, basically, 1 in 100 packs, which kind of lines up. We were getting basically 2 to 3 special illustration rares per case of booster boxes. So that seems right in line. Gold cards did seem a little bit harder to come by. I think we probably pulled 5 or 6 on the night, if my memory serves me correctly. Illustration rares were very standard. I think on TCG Player it had a 1 in every 12 packs. So you should average exactly 3 illustration rares from a booster box. And that is like right in line with my experience of the set. I think there was a couple booster boxes that had 4 illustration rares. I don't remember any booster boxes that only had 2, so maybe it was even a little bit better. And man, the set is just so fun. Part of it is because it's just a new set. It's always fun opening a new set to open new Pokemon cards and have new chase cards. But seriously, there's something special about it. So I guess to end the video off, like I've been rambling for a couple minutes already, what other sets in Scarlet and Violet era could top Destined Rivals? I'm not talking about the specialty sets because that's maybe a different conversation, but maybe we'll include those right at the end. But anyways, Destined Rivals versus Scarlet and Violet base set. Destined Rivals takes the cake, and it's not even close. Destined Rivals versus Paldea Evolved. And man, Paldea Evolved is like, as if anyone who's watched my channel before knows, I love Paldea Evolved. I really, really like it. But Destined Rivals takes the cake. It has more stunning special illustration rares. It has illustration rares that have Pokemon that hit the nostalgia a little bit harder for me than Paldea Evolved. And even the special illustration rares, like we're talking about Moltres, we're talking about Ho-Oh, we're talking about Garchomp, we're talking about Mewtwo, we're talking about Nidoking, Crobat. Like, we're talking some heavy-hitting Pokemon. And in Paldea Evolved, there's lots of special illustration rares, which was part of what makes the set so good. But we're talking about like Chien-Pao, Chi-Yu, Ting-Lu, all these new Pokemon that the nostalgia isn't quite there for me on those. And in terms of illustration rares, we have Misty's Lapras, we have Misty's Staryu, we have Team Rocket's Weezing, Team Rocket's Raticate. Like, I guess it's really tugging on the Gen 1 strings for me. Whereas Paldea Evolved, the big chase, obviously, is the Magikarp. There's some other great illustration rares, some other great special illustration rares. But Destined Rivals right now is a step above Paldea Evolved for me. Then Obsidian Flames, it's not even close. Destined Rivals takes the cake. Then we got Paradox Rift. Not even close. Destined Rivals takes the cake. Temporal Forces, not even close. Destined Rivals takes the cake. Then we move into Twilight Masquerade, and now I'm thinking to myself, I had a really fun time opening Twilight Masquerade. But I had a really fun time opening Destined Rivals, too. So I think Destined Rivals is going to take the cake. I actually really, really adore the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade, but that's the one big chase from Twilight Masquerade, and everything else is kind of the middle ground. In Destined Rivals, there is literally 4 cards that I really, really want to add to my collection. And take this with a grain of salt. My chase is the thrill of the chase, and it's like the thrill of the business chase. So that's kind of where my mentality always comes from Pokemon. But there's always those select few cards that are like, oof, I need to have that one. And there's 4 of them in this set. Like, that's how special Destined Rivals is to me. Team Rocket's Mewtwo, just because I have this desire to have the top card of every set. It is what it is. Value matters to me. Cynthia's Garchomp is an absolute stunner. Team Rocket's Moltres, after holding it in my hand, is like, holy crap, this card rocks. And I've been saying it ever since the leaks came out. Ethan's Ho-Oh is literally my number one chase card in Scarlet and Violet era, and I would go as far as to say that I like that card more than any Sword and Shield era card as well. It's so strange to me. I can't speak highly enough about that card because I'm not a huge Ho-Oh fan. I am not a huge Ethan fan. It doesn't make any difference. It just screams that first episode of Pokemon where Ash sees Ho-Oh in the sky and the colors and Ho-Oh being the main picture of the card. I'm stunned. I'm speechless about that card, and I need to have it in a Gem Mint 10. Seriously. So, where was I? Destined Rivals takes the cake over Twilight Masquerade. What's next? Stellar Crown? Oh, it's not even close. Destined Rivals takes the cake. Then we got Surging Sparks. And Surging Sparks is a good set. It's got the Pikachu, which arguably, just like the Mewtwo, isn't my favorite artwork, but it's still a big card. And then there's the Latias, which is a really, really good card. I like that a lot. There's the Hydreigon, which is a really good card. There's the Alolan Executor, which is, whatever. Lycia's Appeal, which is a cool card, but nothing crazy. Cynthia's Gaze. I'm probably missing a few there, but just off the top of my head, there's some good cards, but nothing like Destined Rivals where it's screaming that I need to have these 4 cards. And let's add a 5th card in. Probably 6 cards, actually, because I kind of need the Misty's Staryu and the Misty's Lapras, because those rock as well. All the nostalgia pulls, you know? So, Destined Rivals beats out Surging Sparks, and then Journey Together. Well, Destined Rivals beats Journey Together, and it's not even close. So, very few sets come even close to a discussion with Destined Rivals out of the main sets of Scarlet and Violet era. And I'm going to say this. I think Scarlet and Violet era rocks. Like, I love every set in Scarlet and Violet era, but Destined Rivals is a big step ahead of most of them. Now, going into the specialty sets, which is kind of like comparing apples and bananas because they're just not even remotely close. Specialty sets kind of do pull on your heartstrings in a different way typically than main sets do. But 151, like, that's the big comparison for me if we're talking about best set of Scarlet and Violet era so far. I guess we have to wait until Black and White to really finalize the list. But 151 was fully nostalgia, and there's something to be said about 151 that I've probably opened in the realm of 2,000 packs. That would be my guess. I don't get bored of the set, and it's probably because it's the original 151. But I still love every time I pull like one of the big 3, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. I still absolutely love the stunning Zapdos EX card. Where's the Articuno love, for goodness sakes? All it gets is an illustration rare and Journey Together instead of the special illustration rare Moltres and Zapdos? Come on. Shafted. But what else? Paldean Fates? It's more of like a Hidden Fates comparison, not a main set. Like, wow, I love that set so much. Even though I love Paldean Fates a lot too. But it's just different. It's hard to compare. Shroud of Fable isn't even close. And then Prismatic Evolutions, like, I guess the big comparison there, the chase cards are stunning in Prismatic Evolutions, but Destined Rivals has so much depth to it. And Prismatic Evolutions has Eevees, right? I guess it has depth too. I guess what I'm trying to say, I didn't say that very well, but Prismatic Evolutions has hard hit rates, really hard hit rates, and it's just special illustration rares. And Destined Rivals has great everything. The gold cards are awesome. The illustration rares are awesome. The special illustration rares are awesome. Like, everything is awesome about Destined Rivals. So the last comparison, I guess, is Black Bolt and White Flare. And that one's going to be a doozy because how do you compare Black Bolt and White Flare to anything that Pokemon's ever done? Because it's 2 sets in one. It's an illustration rare for every Pokemon in the set. There's a Pokeball and a Master Ball. Like, oh my goodness, 800 plus cards. That's going to be a crazy end to the Scarlet and Violet era. I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, this is enough about me just geeking out about Destined Rivals because I absolutely love it. I'm just looking at the prices here. I'll bring it up. Here it is. Team Rocket's Mewtwo, currently $336. I'm recording this on Sunday night. The video comes out Monday morning. Cynthia's Garchomp, $192. Ethan's Ho-Oh, $171. Rocket's Moltres, $148. Which this is actually a little bit surprising because early in pre-release it was Rocket's Mewtwo, Rocket's Moltres, Cynthia's Garchomp, Ethan's Ho-Oh. This card is so good. Look at how good that is. Look at how good that artwork is. Ladies and gentlemen, we barely even talked about this, but this is a cool card as well. The Crobat is a really cool card, $90 and $77 comparatively. This card, I didn't realize how much I loved this card. We pulled this one on Thursday night as well. Ethan, like literally, I have nothing pulling me towards Ethan other than that this card just rocks with the Pichu, and the Cyndaquil is so sick. I love that. Love that. The gold cards actually look really, really good too. I like that the trainers have color in the gold cards. So, actually, Ethan's Typhlosion, my goodness, didn't mention that one. Misty's Psyduck, so good. I was saying Staryu the whole video, but it's obviously Psyduck. I'm just geeking out too much. Team Rocket's Giovanni, also a really cool card, and so is this one, Team Rocket's Ariana. Last thing I'm going to say is out of 1,000 packs, we actually came awfully close to master setting the set. I've been putting together a binder of commons and uncommons and reverse holos, and that's going well. Out of everyone else's cards, if we pulled it all together, I'd be very, very close. We'd be missing the Team Rocket's Crobat, the Nidoking from Special Illustration Rares, and a couple gold cards, not much else. So, I love this set. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, and I'll see you again very soon. Adios. Peace!